All right, we're waiting for the tornado here in New York, and I'm feeling like, where is my tornado, John? I know. I feel like that too. It's hit and miss right now. It's kind of circling around, but I think it might bypass us. Oh, I was afraid you were gonna say that. No, don't worry about it. Either way, the storm is in the air. Don't you agree? It's very wonky. It feels very wonky here in New York. First of all, we made a video this morning. We did a nice tarot reading with the Beatles and the Beatle cards, but I'm shocked that we just afterwards completely decompressed and fell asleep until just now. Yeah. Well, until about 1:10 or so. Right, 1:10. And then John said, "Come on, Lena, we didn't have sex yet, right?" And I felt kind of grungy. I can't describe. Yeah, I didn't feel 100% into it either. I didn't. Well, I don't know. It's hard for me to say because he's always ready. You're like that cab I used to take, Always Ready. I used to take two cabs. They were called Always Ready and Lindy's. And my name was Lindy in a previous life with John. We were Jack and Lindy. Yeah, we were fucking ranchers. And my name was Lindy. And I always liked the cab's name, Lindy's. But I, of course, didn't know back in 1982 that I was being whatever. So Johnny's my cab. Yeah, I'm your ride. I'm your ride, honey. I'm always ready. And I'm Lindy. See you? I'm both wrapped up into one. Look at my baby. I love you so. Shh. Easy. So, on the sex front, without getting too graphic about things, yeah, we must every day. I know, honey. I know that. Never feel that you're not attractive enough for me or anything like that because that's not in the equation. Even if you look like a complete dirtbag, I want you. All right. No matter what. All right. All right. There's no threat of me looking elsewhere, but we must. I understand. I do understand. There were other things, and I'm glad about that. And I do want you to. And it always comes, the feelings of me not being into it always come from my own feelings of self-worth. It has nothing to do with you. I know, honey. I feel just the same way too. Oh God, she's so sick of me. I really, yeah. And then I feel like what a pig. I'm just a pig. No, really? Yeah. And we can't feel that way. We just can't. Yeah. Hi, Amy and Mike. Yeah, I don't feel like that. So the tornado. I know. I'm like waiting, and Little Tornado. Yeah, Amy has a song called Little Tornado. Little Tornado. All right. So I really want this tornado to come because every time there's a really big, crazy storm, and I don't want anybody to be hurt or compromised. And Christopher's out right now, driving around with his father. So really, I don't want them to be swept up in a tornado, But I do want, I want the storm, that wonderful, cleansing, crazy energy that comes after a big storm, like a hurricane or a tornado. It's so refreshing. It affects me so directly. Why are you crying, John? You're the most exciting woman I've ever known. I know. I know that I am. And you're exciting too. Oh my God. I'm so happy we're together, Lena. I'm so happy. You sound like Dr. Smith. I know. I know I do. Oh God. All right. So it's really nice and good and great, but I have a web doctor appointment today at 5 o'clock, and Johnny told me after the last video, Lena, you're going to tell him the truth about yourself today. Yeah, I'm going to tell him, listen, I'm a psychic and I'm a channel, and it is my understanding, I've been researching this, that I mean, should I tell him my friend John told me? My friend? Well, no, you don't have to go that far, but you just can tell him, it is my understanding from fellow psychic practitioners. Oh, right, okay. Go ahead. That channeling has a direct effect on one's blood pressure, and that I have found that the incident of when I do channeling is direct correlation with when my blood pressure spikes. So how do we treat that? Because I'm not going to stop channeling. That's what I do. I do it every day. It's what I do. Right. So yeah, I am going to take that leap with a doctor I don't know and tell him about my channeling and my spirit communication, and that it's affecting my blood pressure, and that I there's no way I can stop doing it, and I'm going to see what they prescribe for me. Yeah. He meant, yeah, yeah, right. Here's what I want to say, and I'm saying it for you because this is what I'm saying. Go ahead, John. He met Lena in person last week. So he could tell that she's a sane, very lucid, very talented, beautiful, incredible young woman. Not exactly a young woman. Lena, he was shocked when he saw your age and then saw you. He didn't say anything, but he was positively stunned, and he didn't get it at first. What's going on here? All right. So that's why he needed to see you in person. So he could get a grab on what he's dealing with here. And he saw your house, our house, the crystals, the artwork, the music, everything. So it won't come as like, oh, this is some crazy woman just telling me on the phone that she's a psychic and her blood pressure is high. He's going to be a little more open. Right now, we are bringing forward this whole metaphysical phenomenon of people being psychic, and how it affects their physiological well-being, and how doctors can work hand in hand with the phenomenon. And the more doctors we make aware of this, the better. They will start looking into it and studying it. So really, you're going to be doing this guy and his comrades a favor, his compatriots. Well, I'm trying to think of the word, associates. Yes, you're going to be doing him a favor by bringing this topic into the forefront, because you better believe that it will be discussed with comrades. Like, this woman is psychic and it is affecting her blood pressure, and that's the story. So yeah, I have this appointment at 5 o'clock, so that's going to be interesting to talk to this doctor about it and tell him my theories, my theorem. So what do you want to do right now while we're waiting for the tornado that is not coming? I don't know. We could read a bit. Okay. Yeah, there's really nothing to do. Finish our oatmeal that we fell asleep in. Yeah, we were knocked out. We fucking passed out. Felt good, didn't it? Yeah, it did. It felt great. And we never do that. Like, get up at, usually, well, yeah, I know. But it was worth waiting for, wasn't it? Yeah, because then we really did have some really great intimate relations. And, you know, John, yeah, you're coming here and you're going to be in the physical. Oh, you know what John tells me yesterday? There are no secrets, all that. Can I talk about it? Of course you can. John, because if you guys have ever seen videos about real dolls and these men buy these dolls, I think they have women real dolls too, like big rubbery dolls with big dicks. But the women have, like, accessible mouths and everywhere else. Naturally, there are all that three orifices, if you don't count the what. The what, John? The tit banging. All right. You're disgusting. I am disgusting, and I don't have one of those dolls. All right. I asked him because I have a fascination with men really relating to these dolls. I don't really understand it. I want to have compassion for them, but I don't feel that it is entirely healthy for them to just like live with these dolls. But then again, if these are men that really can't have a go of it with real women for whatever reason, I'd maybe It's the only thing keeping them alive and from killing themselves, and then they should do what they want. In any case, there are several documentaries out there about real dolls, and me and John have always watched them with great fascination. And we've never really commented to each other while we watched it, like with other movies, right? Well, we kind of have, and we're in agreement about it, but Lena came out and said it to me yesterday. John, I know you are alive and you are incarnated somewhere in New York, and I'm going to be seeing you in the flesh very soon. And I hope I'm not a disappointment in the flesh to you. And I said, no, how could you be? And I told her, listen, anything's better than one of those real dolls. So Lena said, do you have one of those real dolls? Right. It never occurred to me. I was like, do you use one of those real dolls? And John said, yes, and she looks exactly like you. And that's what I've been using in order to really facilitate good sex with you. It's helpful for me to do it with this real doll while you and me are having 5-dimensional sex, or 9-dimensional sex, or 18-dimensional. We fluctuate. We are all around multi-dimensional sexes. Me and Lena, we're sexters. Yeah, we go all over the place. So when we do it, yeah, we're outside, inside, upside down, up, forward, down. So I was like, so how did you feel about that when I told you I had one of those dolls, a Lena doll? Well, I didn't, I never judge you. That's the thing. I don't judge him. Well, you didn't judge the guys in that video either, but go ahead. Well, I might have a little bit because they were kind of creepy looking. But you're too cute to judge. I don't know. Is that wrong? Maybe, but I'm yours. So, go ahead. So I was like, wow, all right. I guess if you need one of those, and gee, I hope I'm not a disappointment after all this time that you've had with your doll of me. When we finally do get together in the flesh, I hope I don't disappoint you. So John waited a little while, not very long, and then he said, I don't have a doll. But I said, Lena, you are a doll for understanding and accepting it if I did have a doll. Right. So how did you feel when I told you I don't have a doll? I felt better because it was like, I don't have a doll either, so why should he need a doll? But I know with guys, maybe it's what? Because we need to stick it in something? Don't worry, we do just fine. Yeah, I'm with you, you're with me. That's all I know. That is all I know, Lena. So yes, Johnny does not have a one of them real dolls, but anyway, I'm glad you don't. But if you did, I wouldn't hold it against you. I wouldn't hold the doll against you. That's for you to do. Oh, stop! It's not that funny. Oh, Lena. But these guys that do have them. I don't know. Maybe it helps them find their twin flame if their twin flame does not exist on this plane. Did you ever think of that? Yeah, maybe it does. Maybe that's a good thing, and then all of a sudden they realize that they do have somebody, that they're not alone, and maybe soon that they won't need the doll anymore because they'll realize that they have somebody already that's all just right there for them, just like you and me and you. Yeah, that is good. That's just good. Well, however it works, however it goes down. What are you thinking about right now? That I know that you're getting cold and you want to put a blanket on, and that I want to help you with that. He knows me so well.